Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm testing out this Aleene's ClearGel Tacky Glue. I bought this at Walmart for $3.88 for 8 ounces, and comparing it to Fabri-Tac. Now the Fabri-Tac in this size at Walmart is like $9.99, and at Michael's it's even more, like $14.99 or something. So it says it's all-purpose. It doesn't exactly say what you can use it on. It just says it's strong, it's non-toxic, dries crystal clear, and it's all-purpose. So we're going to see how it works. And the first thing I noticed when I opened it up was there was no smell. And you know, the Fabri-Tac has a very strong odor to it. And the second thing I noticed, so far anyway, it hasn't bubbled up out of the top like the Fabri-Tac does all the time. Now I was working on this page, which is in another video, but I glued down some of these circles and I noticed that it does not get tacky right away like the original tacky glue. This gets pretty tacky pretty quickly and holds things down in place within a few seconds, no problem. And this one is taking a little bit longer to dry. Like when I was putting on this button over here, it seemed like that was taking a really long time. Now this, I just glued this little bubble down. As you can see, it moves around still. And that was a few minutes ago I did that. And it's still not sticking. So once it dries, it holds, but it just takes a little bit longer to dry. So this takes a little bit longer to dry than the original. So I thought I would go ahead and try it on a pile of rocks that I brought home from the beach, because I wanted to make my own oboes, or pile of rocks I'm going to put on my windowsill. And I picked a rock of each different color. I've got a beautiful gray and black speckled rock, and then a dark black one, and a red one, and a white one. And I glued these last night, and I'm not going to hit it really hard, but I'll tell you what, it's holding these rocks pretty good. I mean, if I dropped it on the floor and hit it with a hammer, it might come apart. But I'm not going to do that. I just wanted it to be stable so I can put it on my windowsill, and when the cat knocks it around, it's just not going to fall all over the place. But you can see where the glue is. It makes the rock a little bit wet looking. It does dry crystal, but you can see it, it's shiny. So I was thinking I should go ahead and paint all the rocks with the glue, because these came from the beach, and wet might be nice. Wet looking might go along with the fact that I got these at the beach. So I'm just going to take some of this ClearGel tacky glue and paint all these rocks, and then it'll probably take quite a while to dry, and then I'll come back and let you know how it looks. You can see right here what a difference it makes on this rock. See how dark it makes it? When the stone's at the beach, it looks this black because it's wet. But then you bring it home and it dries a much lighter color. So this is going to be really cool if it stays nice and shiny like that. Okay, once that Aleene's ClearGel glue is dry, it says it's invisible. Now I don't see it. I used it on a lot of these things. So even though it takes a little longer to dry, I do like the look of it once it is dry. Except for I got a couple drops on the photograph here, and it did leave a mark on the photograph. And I also noticed that I glued this down to the sparkly paper, and when I hold it to the side I can see all the little bumps of the sparkly paper. So maybe that wasn't a good idea. And I gave my obos, or pile of rocks, from the beach 2 coats of the glue. And now it looks nice and wet and shiny. So that's what it looks like dry or without the glue. And that's what it looks like nice and shiny. So I really like how this came out. And this is my kind of a DIY. Bring 4 rocks home from the beach and glue them together. I have so many crafty friends that are so wonderful at doing DIYs, and this is mine. Oh well. So far for the price, I would recommend this, especially if you're sensitive to odors, because this doesn't have much of an odor to it at all compared to the Fabri-Tac. So this video is not sponsored by Aleene's. This is just Possum Patty trying a new product. And I want to thank you for coming along today. Bye-bye now.